Did I do it? I did it there. Is the voice lower than... No, that's right. There we go. And we did it on YouTube as well. Perfect. Hopefully the audio is alright. Isabella getting first 15 times. Congratulations. Right. Aiden, welcome in for a whole stack of streams. So we pressurized this room. So now they exchange into the lead suits before they go this way, which is perfect. I'm driving to work, so I'll lurk. Appreciate the lurk, safe journeys. Let me bring up the video we were following as like almost a tutorial. Let me find that. So that was oxygen, not included. Research. Reactor. And then we've got to find the actual video we watched. It was this one. I don't know if in this video they discuss how you have it only turn on once a day. Right, because we're using the one take reference for the design. I might have to watch the video to figure out how much water to put in here as well. Let me make that full screen. Okay, perfect. So the next step will be putting the actual reactor in. Now we have to be careful, because if they don't immediately disable this, we'll have a bad time. We'll have a very bad time. It would probably explode the whole build. We also haven't got Drecos from there in a very long time. I think there's a method with the automation. Boom. Right. Okay, it concerns me there's no disable building button. Does it have to... Automation? Fuel delivery enabled. Fuel delivery disabled. Doesn't tell me anything about this. I'm immediately concerned. Are they going to try and put something in that? It doesn't look like they will. So I guess we just carry on with the build. That will have... some shipping here. So that drops there. From over here. Also gonna need some power. Over here. With one of them going along, up, over, then second from the top. This one also goes all the way down to there, and then there's another one that runs straight up, over and in. Okay. This is also surrounded by lead tiles. I don't know if we have that. We don't have any lead on this planet, so maybe we send them some lead. Where are they taking that enriched uranium? Supplying power materials. Power supply. That can't be good. Do I need to disable this? I might need to disable that. We'll do it on a yellow alert to try and prevent them from fueling it. Awaiting delivery. We are not ready for any of that. Oh, we're also out of iron. Okay, construction. Construction. I need to make sure they don't deliver the fuel. Okay, now it shouldn't be... Okay, right, perfect. So this planet needs some lead and some iron. So we'll go over to the main planet. And let's hope that we have some. So we've got 37 tons of iron. What about lead? Don't have much lead. What about this planet? 150 tons of lead. So we shall send lead to the main planet. Also, I remember we spoke about this, but the mesh tiles allows air and liquids to go through it. I didn't realize that. I thought it was only air, which is how we've had so much infection. Or so many germs getting in. Simple mistake, I think. Back over to this one. Have we landed on that ice planet? Have. And I forgot to bring it back. But we'll send that back. Maiko, welcome in for 55 streams. How you doing? You're going to be lead. So we'll do lead. Each one of them have 9 tons. So we're going to need maybe 3 lead and then iron. 2. How you doing, Maiko? Take a sip, definitely. Our progress on the nuclear power plant is going well. We had a slight panic where they almost fueled it, which would have been horrendously bad. Peggy, welcome in. How you doing, Peggy? Welcome in for 366 streams. Kit, welcome in for 37 streams. Kit, are you up late or up early? Peggy first on the YouTubes, for sure. Hey, Zombie, I really appreciate the prime. You up early? Nice. There has been a few streams where you hadn't gone to bed yet. Yeah. How you doing, Zombie? That's very appreciated. For some reason, everyone turns up in batches. Welcome in for 119 streams, Zombie. I see this happen so often. We're gonna change this one to iron. About the lead. Or lead suits. How you doing? I'm nervous for tomorrow. I've got the interview tomorrow. Did you stream early in the morning? Yeah. I did remember I used to stream when I woke up, which is probably one of the reasons it was so quiet, because America wasn't awake yet, or a lot of the places around the world aren't awake yet. So I think midday, if I do end up working throughout the week, I'd probably end up having to use like one of J-Raw's routines or see how that goes. Because if I'm out all day and then come home and sit on a computer for longer, then I don't really have much of the day for me. Alright, that way. J-Raw's routine, so no more streams. Ah, that's a sad one to lose. I've seen so many of. Why do you not have power? We have seen so many people like lost from the streaming communities over the years. And I think it's gonna just become more and more common. It's very oversaturated. And I think people realize that after a certain amount of time of streaming. That's been off for quite a while. That's exciting. It's very exciting, but I'm nervous. And I think I'm 50-50 nervous, between nervous because it's an interview, there's a lot of unknowns and all that, but then also nervous that I might get it. And that's also quite scary. We're pretty much full on power. One of the things we're going to have to build as well is we're going to go from over here with the water, with the nuclear waste. And I think I want to put it all here, next to this. I don't know how deadly that's going to be, though. It might be very deadly. We'll do that once they build all of this. We're still waiting on buildings. My phone died. Oh. Do you not charge your phone overnight? Peggy, I read that as iPhone 7 for some reason. I thought that was like a phone brand. Also makes sense. Well, yeah, if there's an iPhone, there might be an O phone. Why did you deliver that? My phone heats up overnight if it's plugged in, since it turns off battery saver and the screen stays on. Oh, when you charge it? It'll burn me, wake me up. Yeah, nah, okay, skip that one. You like my iPhone 7? That doesn't sound like a healthy phone. Is it old? Oh, I forgot. We need more plastic on this planet as well. Do we have much plastic on here? 6 tons of it. I'm gonna enable this for a short amount of time. Let me see how much power that uses though. Not too much, but we need to keep an eye on it. Yeah, nah, out of the whole, like, streaming communities and the ones that have stopped, the J-Roll one definitely was like I was in such a routine. Like 5:30. I wasn't in the best routine, but 5:30 I would always have a nap, because that's when he started streaming. But no, it was because I'd always put on a stream and then like chill out to watch it. And because I was so sleep deprived back then, whenever I was relaxed, I just fell asleep. I still do it now sometimes, but not as often, because I get better sleep than I used to get. But whenever I relax, I still sometimes just fall asleep. But I think it's a good thing. Oh, perfect. Right, so we want this to be plastic. We'll send 6 tons of it over. I don't know if 6 tons is enough, so maybe we'll... No, why is it still delivering stuff? And then this plastic. Back over here. Should have enough resources to build. We might need to send them a little bit more iron for the power grid we're going to be building. So I'll send them another 6 tons of iron. We've still got, yeah, we've still got the delivery of iron heading back. Can I just double check? You're not smelting the copper ore. No, you're not. So that one just makes steel. That one just makes steel. That one makes sand. A lot of sand. Wait, we can turn ceramic into sand? That's interesting. There might be something you can do with that real late game, potentially. We still want Drecos. I'm so sad we haven't got Drecos yet. I shouldn't have destroyed every planet and didn't think about the critters. But this is going well. Oh, we never did the eggs. So maybe it's not going well. I just got a reminder on my phone, interview tomorrow at this time. That's terrifying. His phone. Right. Back over to here. Reminder alert, interview tomorrow. I know. I won't miss it, because I won't be able to sleep tonight. It'll be good. Is the plastic ready to ascend? It is close enough. We'll leave the plastic production for a little bit longer, or until I forget. Also, this room's gonna get very hot, so we need to make sure it's all steel, not aluminium ore. Glad I checked. What's iron's overheat temperature? Appreciate the creeper sound. No sleep tonight. Old school. Do you remember when I used to do that? Well, obviously you do. But like, if it was really late at night and I couldn't sleep, I just streamed. People would get random, but I also streamed all day. I got almost 30k channel points. KT, welcome in for 376 streams. How you doing, KT? No, I don't remember. That's why I didn't bring it up. That's the kind of sentences Isabella says to me. Nah, they're on their phone. Right, utilities. There is 2 of these. Here and here. And then there is a liquid pump here. How does that work? Take a sip, definitely. So I can see they've got the automation. Once the game finishes saving. So the automation only links to the first one. And then this one is in the wrong place. I am on my phone. I need to make sure this is built out of the correct stuff. Steel. 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 It's exciting. This thing's actually coming together. I'm nervous for when we turn it on. Oh, metal tiles, lead. Lead, I think, blocks 50% of radiation. Maybe we just do one side of this to start with. Have they finished unpacking it all? No. We did send a lot. Talking of. Has the iron ship finished unloading? Why does that have no power? Is it because of this? It's made of steel. How is it overheating? Also, we're out of steel on this planet. But it's okay. This one's gonna make more diamond than we can hope for. Hopefully. The main thing is power and rad bolts is what we need. So don't fear. How's the corn rope looking? Oh, that's how that works. I just figured it out. So it goes from there to there, up, over. That goes there to there, that goes there to there. I was thinking if it can't go through the first one, then the second one will cool it anyway, but it can't if it can't go through the first one. That is send green signal if above 35. That should be everything outside that can overheat. Cool. Yes. What way is that going? Oops. And then that will go off over here to this radiation area. I thought we were done with the hot weather. It's 24°C again, plus the humidity. I'm ready to... It's October. Oh, Halloween's soon then, isn't it? If October's soon. Now, hottest day is tomorrow, isn't it? How long do we... Oh, next month is September. I went fast. We have 28 right now, and tomorrow probably 33. Ooh. That it's August already. Well, me and Isabella started dating September last year. So that really has flown by. Well, you know, I guess it's going well. I got 24 now, but jumps between 24 and 26. Nah. Can we block up some of this? Probably not. Right, so that's the cooling loop done. What do we want to put in there for the cooling? On this, they've used polluted water. I think that's because everyone doesn't have access to super cooling. I don't know if this here's enough to fill up this whole thing, but we can give it a go. Let me just quickly go down here. Oh, I broke it. There we go. We'll go along there. Through up. We'll link it onto there. What temperature is that? Negative 18. What about this? 45. Oh, they can't reach that, can they? Doesn't help. I have to close windows because neighbors are burning bad road. They're burning grass. Well, I've just been laughed at, so is that... How do I get to there? I could do that, and then... Maybe? Oh, I took a clip of yesterday where I showed you all the grass. I was like, ooh. I'm glad I entertained. But yeah, I took a clip of it, so I want to put it on YouTube at some point. I haven't done a YouTube short in ages. There's just, I'm not very clip worthy. I'm back from ad jail. Welcome back. Alright, I'm wondering if this is going to be enough in here. I hope so. But I'm starting to think no. Starting to think yes. Ah, I did that too early. That's irritating. That should be enough. That should be more than enough. And then we've got a little bit left over in here. We'll just wait for that loop to go back round. Why do we have to be family friendly? I don't know. It just happened from the start. Literally, in like a very short moment, I switched 2 different F words. And since then, it's weird if I swear somehow. But no, we tried doing an 18+ stream, but I just felt weird about it. I don't know. I kind of like the different branches of the streaming community having their own stuff they do, and then I'm pretty content with what we do. If that turns on in a vacuum, is it going to go boom? Yes, it will go boom. It just needs to do one full loop. There you go. I'm going to deconstruct both of these to reset their temperature. Oh wow, they're 1000 C. And then we're going to sweep that just to get it out of here, and then we'll rebuild it. +18 stream. Resolve. I don't think Katie would attend it. Not to single you out, Katie. You are just the responsible member of the community. Trying to look something up. No, Peggy was saying about an 18+ stream. I said you wouldn't probably attend it. Facilities, take a sip, definitely. Boom, boom. Because that went so well. Last time we tried that. Yeah, I played some of the music I listened to off stream, and everyone was like, "Are you okay?" At the time, I probably wasn't. You looked extremely uncomfortable the whole time. Yeah, because it was everything that I'd been trying to avoid for a very long time, and all of a sudden it was just like openly accepting, like swearing in songs and everything. Bob, I question you being okay regardless of the music you play. I mean, I'm a streamer, so there's got to be something wrong. Oh no. Why is there oxygen in here? Where did oxygen come from? How did oxygen get in here? What happened to my piece of liquid? What happened to my airlock? Where did my airlock go? How did my airlock break? Is it this? What happened to my airlock? I'm going to keep saying that. I know it's not going to resolve the issue, but something happened to it. This is an emergency. Yeah, I feel like it could have been totally different. Like, if we just did a casual 18+ stream, and it was just, you know, request normal songs, but it might have 1 or 2 swear words in, that's fine. But I think because it was new, everyone got very excited with it, and there was probably the worst songs available being played. Totally what happened. Yeah. I would agree. But I probably would have done the same if it's been like no swearing for so long. And then all of a sudden you can swear. I would definitely pick some very fun swear words to say. If it was someone else's stream. So I can't blame anyone. RIP airlock and or water. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Now, I'm gonna have to put another thing over here. Oh, it was going so well. Off stream, I do. Not as much as I used to, I think. I'm like, slowly becoming much better with the whole swearing stuff. Slowly does it. No rush. Yeah, Isabella doesn't swear. So it definitely helps. Obviously the odd swear word's fine. But I try not to do it as often. Depends who I'm with. When me and True play Dota, I think every other word's a swear word. But you know, there's times and places for it. Not just in general conversations. Get angry as often. It's a mental state. I definitely am better with my I don't know if it was anger. I think it was more frustration. But if you put me up against someone who was angry, it'd probably look identical. I definitely still have that though. I'm fine as long as people I don't know leave me alone. I get very frustrated when strangers annoy me. Oh, I've listened to Man in a Mirror twice today at the gym, and I'm gonna put it in the queue again. Man in the Mirror. I'm gonna add that to the queue, and I'm also gonna add another one after. Which you'll find out in a minute. Depends who I'm with, I can change certain words. Streaming taught me that. Streaming definitely taught me a lot about being able to just change my vocabulary. I just looked at a muted stream. Oh, well, welcome back. Did you think I was just really quiet? Came into the office earlier today and had 10 whole minutes of peace before the annoying co-worker came in. Literally almost in me about God knows what. Yeah, that's fair. See, I'm really... If I think someone has bad intentions, they really, really annoy me. But I think when people don't either A, don't understand. Now, there's a very fine line for that between don't understand and choosing to not understand. That is the massive difference. Like, I don't know an example of that. Like, if someone's like, oh, sorry I annoyed you, I won't do it again, and then does it again. That's where my tolerance, like, ends. Like, you know. But if they genuinely don't understand, then I have a much, much higher tolerance. And I'll probably maintain friendships throughout it. But when it's, not that, I can't. Bright pink headphones are my answer. Oh, so people see that you're listening to something? When I went to the social club, there was a lot of that as well. It was quite difficult because I didn't know them. And I was supposed to get to know them. Like all the people that were there. Very quickly decided who was worth talking to. But they probably did the same to me, so it works out. How you doing, LJ? Brightest color I own is black. There's a quote in the quotes channel where I said, I'm doing better in life. Look at this shirt. It's green. And that's when I first started wearing colors. Hey, LJ. I appreciate the tier 1 for 20 months. Closing in on 2 years. Oofed. You know what I always find cool? Because this has happened quite a lot in the community. Is where someone's introduced to the community through someone else in the community. And then they move on to a different community. I feel like I've said community too much. But then the new person stays. You see that quite a lot on Twitch. Pretty cool. I appreciate it. Dracos. How long has it been? We have, oh man, it's been many, many, many hours we've played this game without getting Dracos. Can you even get Dracos? You can get the Draco eggs. I know that much. Right, what's our food looking like? How much of the barbecue stuff do we have? Surf and turf, almost 500,000 calories of it. Can they even eat it? No. That's probably why we have so much of it. Maybe we just keep it for backups. I'm in a Twitch relationship with Penguin. Can't leave her ever. Plus I can't leave favorite pirate. You're okay too, Bob. I was waiting for that. I don't think you need to put plastic in here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm glad it has nothing to do with the stream itself. I need to stream just for dancing emote, just to get your own emotes. Ah, right. You go back to Ice Planet. Back over here. We're still trying to vacuum this. I don't know what happened to... The only thing I can think of is they dropped the steel while walking through it. And it turned it to... Instantly turned it to steam. It's the only thing I can think of that happened. Have my cats wearing Hogwarts stuff. I feel like it took me 2 years to hit affiliate, but I feel like if anyone in this community started streaming tomorrow, we could get them affiliate within their first 30 days. I think it's way easier to start streaming in a community. I think a lot of people start actually in a community. I'm just here because Katie, LJ, I'm going to show up. That's where I get my first. That's where I got my first VIP badge. I suppose it's all too. You got your first VIP badge here. I still remember that. Back in the day, when things first started quieting down, 12 o'clock every day, Peggy was there. Peggy was there. We'd always have like a one-to-one chat. Like, good times. I know obviously a lot of other people were there as well, but I specifically remember the start of every stream, because the start of streams is the quietest. Like today, I think there was only like 20 minutes of quiet. But the start of streams is the quietest, and I always remember Peggy was there at the start of the streams. Is that your star sign? Okay. I'm kidding. Sometimes I can keep a straight face when I say that kind of stuff, but I missed it. I'm the one with the owl, I think. I did the online test. Unfollowed. I did the online test a while ago, and I'm pretty sure I was the owl. This is the second song I requested. I've been liking this one too. The what? The owl one. Help. He said no. Let me Google it. What's the smart Hogwarts clan? This isn't going well. Let me ask AI. Ravenclaw? It might be Ravenclaw. Is that the smart one? It hurts. Ravenclaw. The intellectuals of Hogwarts. That's me. Which kind of I just proved the, anyway. But it isn't an owl? Yeah, well, you know, bird's a bird. If it's the smart one, you're not in the right place. Hey, I passed the test. I did one of those online assessments. Smartness and memory, not the same thing. I can be really smart, but I'll forget it later. Zaps, welcome in for 360 streams. How you doing? I'd be surprised if you pass a blood test. The last one I didn't. What was it? Every time I have a blood test, there's always a deficiency. I think the last one was the thing in... It wasn't citrus, I don't think. Remember they said to... Was it oranges? It wasn't vitamin C. I forgot my roll call yesterday. Forgot it was a thing. It had been 2 weeks. Deficient in brain cells. You're outrageous. I just praised you as well. Was it fluoric acid? Fluoric acid. Fluoric acid. Vitamin B9. Yeah, that's what I was deficient in last time. I always catch them out though, because they always give me prescriptions after my blood test to fix the deficiencies. And a lot of the time, or well actually I did this once or twice. This was a couple years ago. I now, you know, follow medical advice. But they gave me these results from a blood test. They're like, you're deficient in this, that, and that. And then I carried on like normal, didn't take the medication, went back and they said it was fine. So, I don't know what was happening there. I'm waiting for this to vacuum. We waited so long yesterday to vacuum this out, but then the water just evaporated. Right, well, we can carry on with the building, I think. Pretty sure we have... I'll look at the diagrams. I think we have the main build done. We have to move this water or this somewhere else. So if I connect it there, it will go over this way. Boom. Alright, and while we wait, we'll connect that up. Bring this along over here. LJ, welcome in for 245 streams. How you doing, Zaps? And then we need to do a ceiling area over here. Ceiling jitsu. Which is... So if I get rid of that... Well, no, because those two are the most, so maybe this one. Get rid of that one. Okay. Well, actually, I'd probably want more of them. Not less of them. Because I was going to do another row along here. But then if I do the massive radiation bit right here, it's right in the middle of the planet. But we should, while this thing's working, this should be enough. So maybe radiation over here? I'm really unsure about this. What if this was moved to there? Can't go there. There. Can't go there. There. Can't go there. There. Here. We'll put it there. Get rid of that one. We'll put the water tank over here. And we're going to let people in and out. I think we might need lead suits in more of the base, rather than just this bit over here. I'm going to put a couple looted water ones in case we find some around the base. I think also we're going to keep this on a very close eye. We're going to keep an eye on this, I mean. There's not more oxygen in here, is there? Like, getting in. I don't think so. Uh-oh. I may have made too much plastic, because we've run out of petroleum. We have 9 tons of it. How much water do we have? We have a decent amount of water. Where does that go? Oh, we're not making oxalite. Let's go over to secondary planet. Back from ad jail, welcome back. Have they increased how often they do it? Here we go. This is gonna go up. I'm gonna open that, just put a bit more in here. Or is it just because time's flying? Probably the second. Yeah, this system uses so much water. The fact we had this running for so long without running out of water really does show how much we make. Because what is this tank? This tank's still full. This is... Why did we not delete that? This is 4 tons of fossil. That's 4 tons of fossil. Did we delete the other one? So there's one there. There's one over here. There's obviously this one up here. And we must have deleted the other one. 4 tons of fossil. Am I reading that right? Wait. Oops. I'm gonna add that to the list temporarily. Oh, it's gone. That's 2 tons. I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. Fossil. 0 kilograms. Fossil. 200 kilograms of fossil in there. Oh wow, that was a ton of fossil. What's the conversion between fossil and lime? 100 kilograms. Oh, it's actually not much. I thought it was going to be way more. Gives the same as like a single eggshell. So I don't know if we have too much of it. Oh look, there's a ton of fish in there. Alright, that might make some more steel. And do we see any polluted water anywhere? Peggy, you can't compliment your own song. Right, that should be fine. I can? Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have any polluted water anywhere. But I'm thinking we put the water tank over here. That's a significant hazard right there. I'll do something like that and get rid of that. True, welcome in for 358 streams. How you doing, True? I don't know why this has to be this shape. Unless it's to give us the possibility of powering it. In case we ever want to move it, maybe. Do you know what you? Yeah, doing good, thanks. Thanks asking. Get ready for Dota talk. I don't know. Scarf Mage is pretty cool at the moment. I think that went quite well. I did feel bad for the Witch Doctor. Because they didn't really get... There was nothing they could really do once I started my ultimate on top of them. 3 for 3 yesterday. Yeah. Huh? Where did that come from? Oh, there must have been a single tile of it somewhere. Right, Isabella is about to go for their driving lesson, so I'm going to use the BRB for literally just a couple of minutes. And then I'll be back. And then we'll carry on talking. Scarf Mage. I enjoyed playing it yesterday. I'm back. Oh, my reactor lights went off. It's sunny out there. It's hot. They'll go back to normal in a minute. They're glasses, but I'm old, so I've got reactor lights. So whenever it's sunny, they turn into like almost sunglasses. They protect your eyes. Can you hear me? I really want to get dark enough. Oh, these get into like full-on sunglasses. Very cool. I might put a second plastic tile around this place. This is gonna get...
Llama walks into KFC. KFC employee, thighs or breast? Llama, well, actually, I prefer feet.
That's our llama. I haven't seen llama in ages. But he's just sleeping at different times. Trying to make it safer. I do miss the gaming sessions we used to have. It just wasn't good for me. Like starting games so late. A hard decision to make. I hope people get it. True. Doctor. The bristleback? I don't know why. I feel like, you know, what people call the meta and things like that. I think it's more people just play certain characters with confidence, and it was a matter of time. You're the one who brought it up. Let's get that out of the way. You brought it up. Ooh, that's a slight hazard right there. Let's get rid of that. Hard to kill. Yeah, but after the last update, it kind of became a thing where everyone was saying that it's like, oh, it's not as good as it used to be. But I feel like these very, very slight changes don't fully affect the game in the way people act like it affects the game. If you get what I mean. Oh, there's a hazard right there. I didn't realize that was hazardous too. Because like Skywrath Mage didn't really change. But all of a sudden I feel like it's so powerful. It gets nerfed a bit. Yeah, because I lost with I used to play Tiny a lot. And then after the update, I stopped playing it because I said to myself it got nerfed, or a lot of people said it got nerfed. So people stopped playing it, and I've started seeing it again. And I'm like, but nothing changed. So why? What happened? I don't think there's an issue if we get rid of that. How much plastic do we have, actually? Still got 3 tons of it. We could do something here. Just make that walkway slightly better for them. Yeah, I think Skyaf Mage is back on my list of characters I like playing. If the game goes well, Skyaf Mage can be insane. But you do need a tanky team in front of you. You need to avoid them diving you like that Ricky did yesterday. Okay, perfect. This is back to being a vacuum. So I'm going to close one side of this off. And then maybe even... not yet. I think also a massive thing is playing with confidence. If you play with confidence, I feel like you get a whole lot more done. I found it very funny yesterday when the amount of times where we thought we were dead and then Skyaf Mage takes them out. It's like, well, that works. I think we said, well, that works more yesterday than ever. Right, let me bring up this video. See if it says how much water to put into it. Oh, I got an ad. Just sit and farm. Yes. That definitely helped. The games where we've had that has gone so much better. I did that wrong. I just watched the tutorial. That's not what this is for. Also, they used petroleum. But I think we might be able to use super. Is this one with 3,000 kilograms of nuclear waste? It gives 1,600 rads. But right here we have more than that. So they didn't have a liquid pump in here. They used rad generation in here. So maybe we switch that out. One thing I notice that people don't do as often as they should is definitely Rosh. The amount of times we've seen perfect situations to do it, and they just don't do it. Oh, that's what the power's for. This is very power hungry, but the whole point of this planet is simply for this. This is its only purpose, really. Trying to think where these can fire to. Oh, that was it. It's gonna go there. So these go outwards, then along, then up. JT Gaming, how you doing? Welcome in. Right, with admin powers, imagine. JT, I appreciate the 16 months. That's very, very appreciated. I think they can get up there. That's fine. Left me to fly home by myself. Is this a formal report? If so, open a ticket and Fret will answer it. I'll leave that one for Fret to find. Yeah, this is actually not even our main planet. This is another planet we've taken over. This planet is just going to be strictly for diamond production. production, which is very expensive or very hard to do if you want to do it in absolute quantity. So right, we'll leave this door here open. In fact, do we put an airlock on this, or is that just asking for trouble? I think I want an airlock there. What temperature does supercoolant get up to? Ah, easy. Supercoolant airlock. Get rid of this temporarily. EMP-free. Do you know what? I actually genuinely, in my head, considered an EMP. I was like, that's got to be what happened, because a bunch of my tech broke all at the same time. Which, Fret probably got it right. It may have been a power surge. Did I just say the word EMP and stream lag? Got a few dropped frames apparently. Oh, I thought they were delivering. Hey, welcome in. How you doing? You like the look of this place? I'll show you in one moment. I'm just watching this to see if I can spot when the... Ah, here we go. Almost perfect. Yep, so my plan is, right, so we're going to use up... I've also got all of these bees making the enriched uranium. And then down here, all of these guys are doing it as well, making enriched uranium. I'm setting up the nuclear area over here. They go through this suit exchange room from Atmos suits to lead suits. And all of this is going to make some crazy power. So on the back of it, this is going to be our Radbolt generation, followed by diamond production. And we're just going to absolutely create tons of diamond with the uranium. I think it's hopefully going to go quite well. Just make sure the whole of the inside of this is swept up. It is. $10 per one of these is the number. I'm actually following guidance from GC Fungus. I just need to find where in the video it says what pressure to use, water-wise. Yeah, I love their videos. I've watched so many of them. Four and a half kilowatts. This might not actually produce enough power for all of this. So maybe we get rid of these bottom ones. One of the things we can do now, though, is this water there. I want to get to there. Ooh. There we go. Right, there we go. That should be good. Oh, 200 cycles. Is that one a hard DLC? It's hard if you ignore part of the systems like I did. I think we don't need to be in there anymore. So we should be able to do that. And then do the 2 lead tiles over here. They can still reach that switch. Not that they need to. So my default free plastic was not there. There's no Drecos in that one. Ooh. Okay, I'm actually listening to the video now. It says if you have super coolant, you can just use 1 aqua tuner. Okay, I haven't actually watched the video. I just used reference. Does it say how much steam to have? Or does it just not? Oh, it seems like it's 30 kilograms of steel in this. Steam. Which is 50. $211 tiles inside of this whole thing. So calculator. 210 times. Let's put 40 kilograms in. That's 8,400 kilograms. So let's put. How many is this? That's. How many is that? 8 times 1,000. So if we filled that with water And then a little bit more. Can they not get in there? Oh, they can, they're just slow. Oh, that's a different one. Yeah, to heat up the water. And because I filled it with super coolant, we can actually cool it quite low to see if we can get it hot enough. I don't know if there'll be enough cooling available though, because it's at 27. But we'll give it a go. Saving takes so long now. On the outside. Oh yeah, of the line. Yeah, no, I get you, I get you. Right, where's this water? Ooh, can't reach there. How do I do that without releasing all of the beats? I'm just gonna release some of these beats. It'll be fine, won't it? I can't see anything going wrong. Double airlock. It should be okay because this is the vacuum. Oh, this is not okay because of the heat. And about to work now. Enjoy the stream. Appreciate it, True. I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah, no, you can, yeah. I don't mind losing a few of them. Oh, that one's in space. You better not relocate that before you've built the tile. Perfect. Right, and then the best way of putting water in it. Boom. And I think this water's preheated. It's not preheated, but it's warm. Wait. Hey, Jai! I appreciate the raid. I thought I got botted for a second then. I genuinely thought I got botted. I went onto the... I panicked and I went over here and I'm like, uh-oh, I'm about to mute everything. Welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? I'm not a bot? No, you know... I just saw the long message with lots of emotes and I was like, uh-oh. Right. Welcome in. Welcome in. I literally, this is the second stream back. I had 2 weeks without internet. Literally 2 weeks without internet. What happened to your internet? What happened was, right, is originally someone up at the internet box doing maintenance or whatever unplugged mine and put it in the wrong D receptor. Giggity. And then my internet went off. Someone came out and thought they fixed it, which then caused an issue with my actual internet box. And it took them another week and a half to figure that out. So yeah, but I'm back now. Do you know what's more annoying? Is half of the time I was waiting for them to fix it was because the person on the phone said they booked an appointment for the following Tuesday, which they told me on the Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 6 days I was waiting. And then I called them up like, hey, where are they? And they were like, oh, it wasn't booked in. Oh, you're kidding me. I caught it in time. That needs to stop. It's also on the wrong setting. I just built that wrong. But yeah, so that could have, you know. Why is it when yeah, they literally just put it into the wrong one. And it caused me 2 weeks without internet. Am I gonna have to turn that bridge around temporarily? But I guess I used to work in a call center. I've worked in a few of them now. So I kind of understand, but I see it from their point of view. They just made a simple mistake, but it caused me a week and a half without internet because of their simple mistake. And it very much frustrated me. Obviously, I didn't show them any frustration. It's not their fault. But, well, it is their fault, but it's not their fault there was an issue. Of what to say? Yeah, I know. It's probably just more of an issue of the ecosystem of call centers. Jai, how you doing, by the way? I do appreciate the raid. We're just playing a nerd game. With the solutions back. It is, I remember there was I won't say the company, but I worked for a company and they had an issue where one of the back departments was getting too many calls. So they were like, yeah, you need to stop putting people through to us, like, constantly. You need to try and answer it yourselves. But they were the people who dealt with faults. Like, we were not qualified to, like, deal with those kind of issues. Right. So by my math, if we have these tiles full and then overflow it slightly, then turn the aqua tuners on to make steam, make sure I've not got any holes in this, we won't need to dry start the nuclear reactor. Who's getting stressed and why? You guys have never had stress problems before. Why are you suddenly stressed? What am I missing? Are you ill? Popped eardrums. Where did your eardrums get popped? In here? How has that happened? How's that? Okay, right. Well, first of all, they take their suit off in here. So we're going to mop it. We're gonna sweep it. I'm gonna vent some of this into space. How's that happen? I think once we pressurize this correctly, it might be when I let out the bees. But once we get this going correctly, we'll just deconstruct this vent in case that's what caused it. We'll just let this slowly drain. You empty? No, I didn't. I think it might be these rooms, because these rooms seem to have loads of oxygen in it somehow. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's fine. I panicked because I thought I missed it getting to the correct level. After you opened and closed it. I imagine that would have been over pressurized then. I'm going to assume this is enough water in here now. I don't want to make the wrong assumption. How many tiles is that? 25? You can always add more. That's true. We'll disconnect it from the outside. And then I'm going to turn this on. Inject some heat. It's still over pressurized. Above negative. Okay, well, if we're going to be correct. What? Negative 270. Enter. Oh, there we go. Alright, we'll see what that does. Can you not mop nuclear waste? How hot is this water gonna get? I don't think it's gonna get hot enough. It might. Why is stress a problem? Is it literally just these popped eardrums push them over from not being mad to being mad? I think it's the popped eardrums. Zero morale out of 10. Okay, I think this room caused the problem. Right. Deconstruct that for me. The dude not even eat. I don't know what they're complaining about. It's ever since... Oh, wait. Is something going on inside of here? No. This is fine. It's literally... I think it's just the issue over here where they take off their suit. Because decor is quite low in here. They're going to get mad in a minute and start punching stuff. That should hopefully not pop the eardrums. We do that, and then drywall there. What pressure pops the eardrums? Let's try and change this room slightly. Can any of them even do art? Or maybe they're overqualified for everything. Why are you eating the... That's not a good place to be. I have no idea what you're trying to eat right now. I definitely think this room was the problem. Because it's got negative 200. And they're without their suit here, so I don't think... Back to add gel. If we can get this to positive decor... Atmo suit dock adds. Okay. One of you is now going to be an artist. You. Or is it this planet? Okay, they're both 0, so I guess you. There's more nuclear waste there. Is it coming out of these docks? Hey Fret, welcome in for 337 streams. How you doing? Did they just drop nuclear waste? Doing good, thanks Fret. How are you? Where are you going? Why are you sweeping? Do this. Do you need a qualification? Yes. Well, that doesn't look good. Okay, I guess it's this one, don't it? They're really not happy. Surprised you needed to build a conductive heavy wire. They've added so much skill-wise, but I think that's because people just used to not get the skills. But now you kind of have to. I don't give you much choice. Oh look, Steam. It's not quite making it up to here though. Oh yeah, it does seem to be condensing up there, coming back down and going back up. What's the liquid at? Oh, it's still nowhere near the lowest it can get. Okay, so we still got time. Can I don't want the steam turbines. That is supercoolant. So that should be good. That went better than expected. Hey look, the steam's made it up here. So technically we can now turn this on. So we've got water going in there. And I don't know if there's anything we need. In fact, do I just put some enriched uranium in there? I think we're done. Do we just do it? Make sure it definitely has water. Priority 9. Allow manual use. I'm going to put a tiny bit in there. Which, it does 10 kilograms a cycle. I think. So, I'm actually going to put it on. Ooh. We'll put 20 kilograms in there. Oh, yeah. Let's save. Escape. Save. Okay. I definitely am. I don't know if I watched the full video or not. So that's gonna go that way. I'm scared. That goes there. Enable. Disable. Don't go boom. Please don't go boom. I'm gonna speed it up. The game also thinks I need to save. What's happening? Is it working? Does it need more enriched uranium? Oh, it's working. It does seem to be doing stuff. I'm going to turn this off now to above 35. Is this natural? Is this hot? Ah, one second, I'm getting a phone call. I'm back. There we go. Right. This seems to be working. Maybe it's not working at full capacity, so let's put some more enriched uranium in. Back, thank you. I applied to view a property this morning, and they just called and said no. And it's really irritating, because obviously I've got the interview tomorrow, so at the moment I'm not currently working. And the amount of places that's just immediately denied for that reason. And I'm like, I haven't missed a rent payment in my whole life. I've never been late with rent. Right, let's see how this goes. So that should be above 500. Ooh, won't that make a heat problem over here? If that comes out at 200 degrees? So I need to run a cooling loop. I think I want to move these batteries as well somewhere else. Let's do it over there. I'll do a battery unit over here. I would have cooled down. Does it? Even with supercoolant? What if I cooled it with? Ooh. I could run it through here first. It's around 8.5 nucleus at like 7. Is the lower number better or the higher number? Temperature-wise, automation-wise. I'm going to do this if it's above 125. I'm just going to run this constantly and try and keep this as cold as possible, because then, to begin, we can send it... Can we? Maybe loop it here. Then up, and we'll send it into a little cold room here. Oh, wait. Priorities, construction, 5. I want to do this first. New rocket. for the next guy, probably me. Well, of course it will be. Will this actually affect it? Oh, also, I feel like we're going to be over making power. So let's actually connect that one and that one just to drain the power down a bit. Too much power never hurts? Definitely not. Yes, we're actually able to run all of these. This is so much. I'm wondering if I can do it there. Whoops. Do you not work? Why did they go through that one? Was that a bug? Automation? I literally had that same issue before and got really confused by it. Oh look, the stress is back down to 0. Ah, well, it fluctuates, but... Right. Can I do batteries right there? I can. This is going to be a very cool power grid right here. Probably should have done that first. Because I don't know how they're going to reach some of this. Unless I build it first. Priority wise, that's all going to a 5 because we're going to need somewhere to put this supercoolant pretty soon. And I'm going to get rid of half of these batteries. Because what I want to do is have this go into a cooler area. But preferably, I want it on the output, not the input. So we'll end up having this come along, down, over. That goes that way. That goes that way. That goes that way. Oh, I just broke that cooling loop. That's fine. And then we'll have metal tiles. I don't know if this is going to cool it enough, but we're just going to give it a go. Oh, it's heating up. And we'll do that. And then I'll surround it by insulated tiles after. This has been literally a couple months of my actual IRL life building this diamond planet. Worth it. How's everyone doing? Oh, they can't reach that, can they? Okay, we're gonna move this ladder over to there. In fact, no. Don't do any of that. Deconstruct the batteries. This also has slowly become nuclear waste because of the amount that's in there. And 2 all-nighters. Is that because of this game? This appears to be working well. I've got too much power though. Overlays. I mean, since we've got the power, we can't build there. I'll chuck in 2 more, right? You guys are probably going to get hurt going in here. Right, no one else is allowed in or out. This is dangerous. Dupes can be for sure. Yeah, I think a lot of this was vacuuming this room and then releasing air into it and then vacuuming it again, and then our thing here broke and then we had to vacuum it again. It's a big area to vacuum. That's some hot air. You know what we could do? We could bring this down and over somewhere, and then have that where we deposit all of our liquid nuclear waste. Because this planet seems to have quite a bit of it for some reason. No idea why. What is happening here? There we go. Hopefully, this is enough to cool it. Let's do a test. Let's say it just sent a little bit. So this leaves here at almost 200. Probably not a good time because this room's actually activated. Add gel. Uh-oh. It goes in at 200. Leaves at, yeah, it lost about 40 degrees of heat. Again, in at 160, out. It wasn't in there for long enough. It's still 100 degrees. It's not the worst, but it's still 100 degrees. If it stays under 250, you're fine. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens over time. Gone through quite a bit of the enriched uranium already, though. Oh, also, while this is all going on, we've got 48,000 kilograms per tile of water in there. They do overheat, yeah. I've had them overheat a few times on me. Run a reactor at full capacity for 5 cycles. We just got an achievement. by overlays, I meant for Twitch. Oh, are you getting into streaming? Question mark. This is quite a cool way of doing battery banks. Probably not necessary, but still. A little. Have you already started streaming? Your little follow. Otherwise they're OP. Oh, that is true, yeah, but it should be fine, right? Because we don't get any automation with the uranium anyway. I don't know how we use more power for this. Which I've never had the problem of using more power. You can feed it less uranium. Oh, have it turn on, turn off kind of thing. How much diamonds in here? So that's a kilogram of diamond in there. We need to watch this, because once this goes to the second level, we need to connect this supercoolant right there. This is less buggy right now. Okay, good luck. My sounds are working. That's good. Your VODs are off. Oh, I missed it. Oh wow, it does quite the batch at a time. That can't be good. How to do my transitions since overlays have automated text. Right. Is this something you're just figuring out over time kind of thing? Okay, well it looks like heat might eventually be a problem. For now, We'll ignore it as long as possible. What if I just called this area rather than this? Because then it's constant. Right? That works, doesn't it? Let's try that. How do we get in? They're gonna get shot in the face. I'm gonna do the smart thing. Overhead. This one actually comes from this one over here. In this steam room. So it'll be a different steam room, but hopefully it still does the job. Let's just do it from below. That should be fine. What time is it? Okay, we got about 6 minutes. Might let out some of the heat, but that's fine. Oh, wait. We don't need to break any of this. Because they could just reach it. I just gotta let them in and out. I found a YouTube short the other day when I was going through my YouTube, and it was my first ever YouTube short. You'll never guess what it was. I recorded my screen with my phone to make a YouTube short of Minecraft. Because it said on the app you have to use mobile to upload YouTube shorts at the time. And I didn't, think that I could just send the file to my phone. I was so new to all of this. So I literally recorded my monitor with my phone. This was like 3 years ago now. Where's YouTube sweat? Right. I don't wear shorts. I don't know why I said that. I just said that. Hey, that works. It was actually one of the most popular ones, but I think it was more pity. Is this actually doing anything? Ooh. That's doing better than before, than I thought. I think we might end up having too cold of an area. This planet just does whatever it needs to do, doesn't it? Why is there so many... Are they not... Do they keep... What? Right, let's find somewhere to go. I think that is a massive success. I don't know how we're going to keep up with the uranium, enriched uranium demand, but we'll get there. That went very well. It didn't go boom. Radiation around there is quite high. That's more than this. That is more than this. We should have all of this next to that. 550 cycles, damn. Yeah, why is this all the way over there? We should have this up there. Look at this. This whole thing is more than this area. Okay, we might make a massive Radbolt collection area over here. It's 8,000 in there. And it's a vacuum out here, so we could switch that to something that doesn't block it. Just send it over. I could send it along and straight down and just hope they don't hit it. It's doubled if you make it melt down. What, this? Is it permanent as well? If I make a meltdown? If so, I could put it somewhere and force it to do it. Meltdown is bad. Depends if it's intentional. Right, on that note. Say bye to YouTube. Or YouTubes. Throws around rocks or... I don't know what that one is. Let's end that one. No worries, Fred. No worries, Katie.